Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 50 of Laying in the Fairway. Today is Thursday, April 4th. Let's get it.
Nice,
50
dude.
episodes, Ken.
That's
Some
pretty
kind of
well. Coming
milestone.
up on a year.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. Fucking. Nobody thought we could do it. Even ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy, man. It's been a year. Almost a year. Probably has been about a year. We took a couple weeks off, so here we are. Still haven't learned how to pick fucking golfers, but we're making
I
episodes,
definitely,
man.
yeah, got worse at picking golfers.
I think it's some kind of sick fucking joke. I'm starting to think like,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, some of these ones I'm picking
Zalatoris missed the cut for the
just,
first time
I
and
mean,
since like the
this is
beginning of the season.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week Sung Jae shot 45 on the back nine on Friday to miss the cut. Like, this is
Yeah,
crazy, but
I had Finau 2 weeks ago. He missed the cut. Then this
yep,
past week he played
got second.
well, almost won. And then I
Fucking
picked
crazy.
Cam Davis, which was just random pick out of that hat. He actually played pretty well, but
Yeah, he played all
he
right.
had
I
no
think he got
shot
like
at
a
winning.
top 25 or something.
Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of a sick joke. The Zalatoris one is just like, all right, Zalatoris top 20. Like this is
Yeah.
guaranteed to win.
Can't even hit that.
Yeah.
Well, if I learned anything
It's
about
rough out
betting,
there.
nothing's guaranteed.
Well,
Nothing.
dude, I
Nothing to
put
play at least.
I put $50 on Scotty on Sunday morning, before they teed off. Had a profit boost. And it was like he was like plus 140, and I had the profit boost up to like plus 175. So it's like, oh, dude,
Yeah, it's
that's
a sure
free
thing.
money, $50. Put the
No,
stank
no
on him.
chance.
Can't even win
Yeah.
a bet. So yeah, it's been rough. I don't think I've won a single bet this year on golf, and I've been betting
No.
every week. So
Yeah.
luckily, college basketball tournament has been keeping me afloat. Although I just did Tuesday dingers, and
Oh
I
no.
think I'm about to lose all my money. But before that, baseball was doing good. But yeah, it's been rough out there.
It's a rough life. Rough life.
Golf's like especially tough this year, man. It's crazy.
It's been brutal.
Steven
It's
Jaeger
been
comes out of
brutal.
nowhere. Scotty
Yeah.
can't make a putt on Sunday, and
Yeah, it's his first ever win. I was looking at because I feel like he's been around for a while, but his career earnings were only like after this win $7.6 million. So I mean, I guess he's kind of a DP guy. I think
yeah, DP
big
guy. He was
DP
up
guy.
there. Yeah, those Europeans love DPs, man.
Yeah,
Bunch of
fucking
freaks over
freaks.
there.
Yeah, he has
uh,
like two top threes this season.
yeah, he
So
was up there when Pavon won. Um,
hmm
So he almost won that week, and yeah. So I mean, obviously, very good, and
yeah,
the way this year's been going, it's not surprising. We got another first time winner. It's
I know,
crazy.
right? It is fucking crazy. Yeah, I didn't watch much. I like checked the highlights on Sunday, but holiday weekend.
Yeah,
Easter
Easter
kids. It
Easter
was a
weekend.
dagger in watching golf.
Yeah, not ideal for golf watching. Had some big college basketball, Easter,
Yeah.
all the above. Saturday, I played golf, man.
Oh
Game
hell
felt
yeah.
good. Game felt good. Played at your old stomping grounds there out at South Wales. Um,
Nice.
it's wild. There's like a million houses going in all around there.
That's
Now a couple of our
weird. I
buddies already
thought
moved
that
out
course
there.
shut down for a few years.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not shut down. They like this, a big developer came in to build. Two of our buddies live out there now. Dusty,
hmm
the old shout out old Dusty and Rizzy. Um,
Yeah.
and it's super nice. But yeah, there's like a million houses. Like you could like the course is gonna be like Heritage Hunt or one of those courses where it's just
Oh
like lined
yeah.
with houses. Like it's wild. Like all around the course is going to be houses. So they're putting a
That's kind
ton
of
of
brutal.
money into the
Yeah.
course to like spruce it up because it's going to be like a golf course community. Um, so it's got a great layout. There's some nice rolling hills out there on the farmland, but
Yeah,
once
it
they
was
figure
always a
out the
cool
grass,
layout.
yeah,
It was
once they
just
figure out
back
that
like
grass,
when I lived there, like there was one neighborhood out there, and then everything was just the fucking boonies. So
right?
nobody would travel out there to play
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, it didn't get much traffic, but now with all the houses, like this is the only course out there, unless you go over to
Yeah,
like Faulkner Springs, maybe,
that's
um,
private.
which is private. So yeah, it's gonna get a lot of play. It's gonna probably
That's
look a hell
cool.
of a lot different here soon. But yeah, it used to be just like the fairways were just like mowed down like yard. That's
Oh
pretty much,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I think they still have like pretty shitty grass there. It was pretty what was like dormant, like it's just brown grass. I guess it's like maybe have some
Okay,
zoysia or whatever. But
yeah,
yeah, man. Game felt pretty good. Had like
yeah.
had a few good holes there on the back nine. Had a couple birdies. Missed a 4 foot eagle putt. That was great. Kind of fell apart
Yeah,
after that. Then I missed that, and then I had that was on 7 and 8 and 9. Um, th- had 3 putt bogeys on both those after I missed
oh
the 4 foot
no,
eagle. So it was didn't end well, but I felt pretty good. Had a couple good
that's
holes. Had like one good shot, and that kind of kickstarted it. Always love that you would like you're not like playing particularly well, but you have like one good shot and it just like clicks in for a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
And then
You get in a
usually what
groove.
happens, which I think would happen to me is why I couldn't putt. You start thinking like, oh shit, I got an eagle putt.
Yeah,
Like this is cool. I could have a good little 9 here
yeah,
and
right.
just fuck it up. But you
Never
know,
read your own press clippings,
the old
man.
the old brain kicks into you, just fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get out this weekend. I think I might try to get out next weekend. This upcoming weekend's kind of a disaster. Uh and like the scheduling of everything going on, like sports for the kids and my wife's out there. It's just gonna be a fucking mess. So this weekend's definitely no go. But next week I think I'm definitely gonna get out and I'm definitely gonna be hitting the range soon because it's so damn nice. It was 80 degrees today. I'm just like, God, working right now fucking sucks because it'd be perfect to be out there. But I got to gear up, man. Hicks vs. Hacks is a month away.
I think I had an epiphany on a practice game. I realized it's nice to go to the range, just hit some balls and stuff. But at this
Yeah.
point in my life, I don't know how well I'm gonna make my long game. So I think I'm really just gonna focus on my
Yeah.
short game. When I go to practice, I'm gonna fucking just chip and putt and like work on my recovery because my long game's
Yeah.
pretty good and like it's just kind of hit or miss though which one's gonna show up that day, you know. And you
Yeah.
kind of just figure it out on the fly, like, "Oh, I'm hitting the ball right today." So you know,
I think for me,
you can
it's
still
getting
aim a little
reps.
left.
Like, I just never touch the club anymore. So I think it's just getting reps in and like getting loose more than anything for me.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to get your reps in. Go about once or twice a week. Get that in. But I think I'm really gonna try focusing on the short game this year and
There you go.
try to
Really turn it up.
get those up and in pars. Keep the round going. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you did you get got by any April Fools jokes yesterday?
No, I am
I
the April
did.
Fool's master. I play the jokes, Stu.
I got first thing yesterday morning. I'm sneaking out of the house early because it was the last day of spring break for everybody. So I was trying to get out of the house and I was like eating my breakfast on Twitter and didn't even think about what day it was. And I saw Rory planning to join and create his own live team run by Greg Norman called Shark GC. And I was like, screenshot, holy shit, this is crazy. And then I started sitting there and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would he do this? And then I was like, it was so early, like, there weren't even comments on the story yet. Like it was that early in the morning. And I was like, all right, wait a second, let's think here. And I'm glad I didn't send that to any of our groups because then I would have got fucking clowned on so hard. I
Yeah.
almost got it though. But My daughter tried to get my wife, and it's probably a good thing she didn't succeed, but she dumped out all her hair conditioner in the shower and filled it up with maple syrup.
Oh my god.
And luckily, Casey figured that out before she put it in her hair at 5:30 in the morning, getting ready for
Yeah.
school today. I
Oh
don't know
my
how
god,
she
that's
figured it
so
out, but
hilarious.
I was like, "What did she?" And she's like, "That little bitch." She and I was like, "Nice. I love that." I almost wish it would have happened, but then I'm kinda glad it didn't because that just would have ruined, like that would have ruined the whole day probably. But
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Alright, she's my kid." Now she's probably gonna
Nice,
get me with some shit eventually, but I
nice.
thought that was funny. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Now I know I got, like, a partner in crime to fucking really
Yeah,
start laying some pranks out.
nice.
Yeah, that would've been sweet.
I
Um,
thought about posting from our Instagram that we have some winning picks today. April Fools, you idiots.
that wouldn't have got anybody. They know better. Oh, man. Well, I'm thinking outside the box this week. We'll lay our picks out later, but I'm going way outside the box with this week's picks, so maybe we'll hit something. We do have a couple Masters warm-up tournaments coming up. Um, Before we get to that, did you see Anthony Kim's interview with David Faherty?
Yeah, yeah.
I just saw like some highlights from it. I thought it was interesting that like he said he just started playing 3 months ago,
That is wild. Yeah. Because you always
and
heard the rumblings that he was like cleaning up in cash
I
games and stuff. It's
know,
like, no, it sounds like he was, like we said, doing a bunch of blow.
yeah,
Like,
it
had a
sounds like
bunch of
he
back
had a
surgeries,
big, yeah,
probably had some pill problems or something, from
he
the
had some
surgery.
issues for
He
sure.
said he had some dark demons, but I guess I didn't watch the full thing. I don't know if they got
No, I
into
didn't
like
either.
exactly what it
They said
was.
they're making a documentary about him, so that would
Well, that's
be
cool.
I would definitely watch it. Another thing he said, he's like, "I never liked golf, and now I'm
Yeah, I
actually
saw
starting to
that.
enjoy it." And it's like, damn, that's kinda I wish I didn't like golf good enough to become, like, a top player in the world.
I've heard that from a lot of guys before, though.
A lot of
Especially
athletes are kinda like that.
it's especially with golf because those guys start at such a young age, and it's like they have the
Mhm.
dad that's like we're practicing,
Really
like it
beating it,
takes
yeah.
the joy out of the game. And I remember, I mean, I played junior golf, and you know, got last place almost every tournament, but yeah, there were kids like that there that were shooting the 30.
Yeah.
They were like 9-hole tournaments back then. Like those were we were real young, and they shoot 34, 35, 36 on a 9-hole. And like I kind of like I was like, man, I always wonder what happened. That like they all burned out, and like
Yeah.
it's so easy to burn out. Like they probably went to college for like a year or something, but it's like, dude, you if you practice like that at a young age, like 6, 7, and then I
Mhm.
saw like Anthony Kim's like he had the pressure. Like his family was like basically like relying on him to like succeed, kind of. So it's
Yeah.
like with all that pressure, I mean, I could see how that take the joy out of the game. Becomes a job, and not really that fun anymore when you basically have to win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe now that maybe this is I mean, he's obviously, like, trying to come back, but, like, he's gonna have, like, a legit comeback tour. That'd be
Yeah,
cool to see. I just don't know, like, him join Live, like, he's never gonna be able to get into any signature events, like, get named majors or anything like that unless things change, so
I mean,
but he
he's
can
gonna
clean
have
up
to
and
get
make a
his
shit ton
game
of money
back.
on Live.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he could be like Neiman if he wins a couple live
Get an invite.
tournaments. Hard to imagine he's going to get his game back to that point. Um,
Yeah. You never know, though, if he's only been playing 3
Especially if he
months and
had, yeah. I mean, for playing 3 months, he's like
he
pretty
shot
good.
65 in his
Yeah,
last tournament,
right.
like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, I guess it's tough. I mean, that was also shocking to see. I mean, he had the spinal fusion. He had wrist
Yeah,
injuries, Achilles, and shoulder surgery. So it's like, dude,
yeah.
holy shit! I guess he's feeling good. But I mean, that's pretty wild. Not many people come back from that. I mean, Tiger, besides Tiger,
It's
uh,
and he still struggles coming back.
yeah, right. So that's pretty nuts. I
Yeah,
mean, I'll be rooting for him, but yeah, definitely sadder than I thought the Anthony Kim comeback story was going to be.
I know. I'm real curious. I'm real curious how deep they're gonna dive into like his demons and shit. And he said he had
Right,
like people it sounded like he has people like living in his house and stuff that were just I
right.
don't know, just bad
Sounded like
people.
he went the rock star route.
Yeah,
You know, tried to party hard while still being a pro golfer. I
yeah,
mean, if he never really loved golf and he's like, you got a couple $1,000,000, you're young, you're partying, it's easy. I could, that would be very
oh
easy to
yeah. Be
fall
real
into
easy to
that
fall into
trap.
that style.
Um,
Well, I'll be curious to see how he plays this week. He's got two tournaments under his belt now in live.
well, two live and then the Asian tour where he
Yeah.
missed the
So
cut.
so they got Live Miami this week. Um I think all the big dogs for Live will probably be towards the top. Like they're trying to get tuned up for next week at the Masters. So there's only 13 guys in the field though that qualify for the Masters or got invites. I guess you don't qualify for the Masters, you get invited to the Masters. But you got Rom, Cam Smith, DJ, Bryson Brooks, Sergio, Phil, Hatton, Fatty Reed, Bubba, Charles Schwartzer, and Adrian Maronk. So I mean,
I'd say that's a lot of dudes.
yeah, 13 out of 54 though. I mean, that's
Right.
25%. So it's Uh, you'd think only like a few of those guys actually have a shot, but then like last year, what Phil got second
Phil
out
got
of
second.
nowhere.
Yeah.
So you just never know, especially at Augusta. Um, but I think those big dogs are really going to be going at it at the top, and I mean, I think you'll see Rom and Cam and Brooks up there
I wouldn't be shocked if
getting geared
DJ's
up.
up there this year.
Yeah, I feel, I can't
I
get
feel
a
like
read
he's
on
got
this.
to
I
have a
just feel like
little left in
Kevin.
the tank.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
he just seems so nonchalant when he's in these majors. Like he just doesn't care. Like it seems. I don't know. He never really
Yeah,
seemed to
yeah, I
care
agree. I mean, he
anyway.
played
That's
pretty
kind of
well
his.
last year in the majors. He never really had a shot at winning, but he played pretty well. I don't know. I feel like at some point the competitiveness has to kick back in. He's not old. He's still got the game.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like nobody's talking about him. Um, he's kind of been written off. I feel like he's got it's at Augusta. Um,
yeah,
I feel like the older guys are like, you know, they always have a chance. I always think of like Freddie or Phil. I don't
yeah.
know. I feel like DJ can turn it on one more time, and
Mhm.
I got him as a dark horse here that
There
nobody's
you
talking
go.
about.
But we'll see. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. And especially since it's like East Coast time, like it's gonna be on when they're gonna be playing when we're fucking conscious. It's not gonna be
Right?
on at 2 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Um, The other tournament we got this week is the Valero Texas Open. It's a pretty good field. Rory and Aberg are definitely the big favorites, but that doesn't mean a thing this year. Clearly, besides Scotty's wins, like
Right.
favorites just
Yeah.
don't even have a fucking shot. It seems so. And
Yeah.
then you got Connors up there. He's won 2 of the last 4. So he's up there in the top 5 of favorites. He's got fifth best odds. He's ahead of some big dogs like Homa and Morikawa and Fitzpatrick. It'd be I wouldn't be surprised if he won. This tournament doesn't really put out huge winners. Spieth won a few years ago, but it's not like a who's who's list of fucking winners of this tournament. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. For sure. Um. Yeah. I mean, It's kind of a throwaway tournament right before the Masters. It's a tune-up. I feel like guys are practicing on the game, but no big dogs really care to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for
So
sure.
these are the weeks that I always just kind of figure a guy like Corey
Yeah.
Connors can win.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, like there's guys that want to win, but the big dogs are probably just more so working on their game, you know?
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
think too. I think the same thing. I think it's gonna be another crapshoot trying to predict this one, and I mean it's been that way all year though, man. Golf's fucking tough. It's tough to pick winners, isn't it? Yeah.
hey, I gotta pause
Well,
real.
all right.
Yep, it's been pretty impossible to pick winners this year.
Yeah.
Hell, some might even say picking top 20 has been tough.
It fucking is, man. Usually we like even I live bet Akshay Saturday. And I was like, he's there. He could get hot. You never know. Like, and it's just not even close. It's just not even fucking
Yeah.
close. Like, he was one off the lead, and then he finished, I think, like four off. It's like usually I stumble into something,
Yeah,
something.
and Jaeger winning. I mean, dude, it's been real tough. I mean, it's like it's always super tough to pick pre-tournament. But usually, yeah, if you got a
Yeah.
guy up there that's like playing good and they're putting good that week so far, you're like, all right, this guy might win. Let me sprinkle some on him live bet.
Mm-hmm.
But even those have been so hit or miss. Like there's been a lot of like big movements on Sundays and or a guy falling off on Saturday. Like Tony shot 62 Friday and then just played a dud Saturday,
Yeah.
then played great on Sunday again. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um it's been so tough to predict. I don't remember it being this difficult last year. Like last year I
No,
was like making a lot of money. Even if if my podcast picks sucked, I'd at least like hit a couple bets on
personal. Yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah, I feel the same, man. And like
nothing.
even like you said, God, he seemed like a sure thing after the third round, and you put a little bit on him, and then just I mean, what he missed like a fucking 7-footer on the 72nd hole.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. I mean, I think it was like a 5-footer.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
those are tough, but
but still,
yeah,
that number one player in the world usually is just going to bury that and go on to a
right,
playoff and win. Like
yeah,
that's just what they do.
yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
I bet on them, so
it's
screwed them.
been yeah. If he only knew. If he only knew. Yeah. Well, I'm going a little off the board. And I'm gonna pick a winner, which I usually don't do. But I'm gonna pick a winner at LIV Miami.
Nice.
Uh, I'm gonna pick Cam Smith to win LIV Miami. I got it at plus 1400. Rahm's a pretty big favorite here. Rahm and Neiman were. I think Rahm was like plus 625 and Neiman was plus 750, which makes sense. But I feel like 1400 for Cam was pretty good. And I mean, he's been solid over there. He's not, he hasn't really won this year, but he's played solid this year. But you got Bryson in front of him, and then Hatton is also plus 1400, and Brooks is plus 15. So I think, I think it's a good pick. I think he's gonna really just he's built for the Masters the way he puts. So I think he's gonna really be fucking laser focused. And I mean, it's
I
only
like that.
54 guys playing. It's not a huge field to beat. So
Yep.
and honestly, what the bottom 40 guys like aren't even really competitive if you think about it. Like they're good, they're names, but they might win one here or there. I think like Answer won this year, but he's still like probably one of their top 15, 20 players. So
Right.
you look at some of the guys he has to beat. I mean, we were talking about Anthony Kim earlier, but like fucking Pat Perez and Lee Westwood, Hudson Swafford, like some of these guys just
Yeah, I have no chance.
they have no shot to win. So you can eliminate probably the bottom, I don't know,
Right.
30 guys.
Yeah.
So he has to beat fucking 24 dudes. I think
Yeah.
it'd be. I like that you can bet on live now. I definitely like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of almost have to pick winner. You can pick team winners, which you get decent odds on that. That's kind of a crapshoot. You can pick top 5, top 10, and top 20, but your odds on like top 20 fucking brutal, dude. Like
Yeah.
Rom's minus 700. So like
Yeah.
you almost have to pick a winner. I mean, you can make money
Right.
off other plays, obviously, but yeah, I like Cam there, man. I'd like to
Yeah.
see him. I'd love to see him be in contention at the Masters. I love when he's like playing well and on fire. When he's rolling it, man. Nobody. I mean, he's probably the best putter in the world. Honestly, I would think.
Right. Yeah. It's exciting to watch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like that pick a lot.
yeah. I figured I'd
Well,
just
never
stray
mind.
away
That pick, actually, that pick sucks, dude. An idiot. There's no
from.
chance it wins. No chance it hits.
Yeah, no
Dumbass
chance.
pick.
I had
Um,
to stop picking PGA Tour events. Was really the
yeah.
fucking idea there. Like get away, clean slate. I almost didn't even want to make a pick.
Right. I
So,
know.
but
I don't really want to make any more picks either, but I'm not a quitter. Got to climb out of the
but here we
hole.
are.
Yeah. I'm going Tommy Fleetwood plus 3,500. I think I was thinking about
Nice.
going Connors just because, like, dude, that track record is money. And I mean,
Yeah.
why not? If a guy plays good at a course, they're usually going to play good. But um, uh, Tommy Fleetwood, actually,
Mhm.
one of the guys that's probably should be in contention at the Masters, but he hasn't won on tour yet. So
Yeah,
I think he'll be gunning for a win no matter what. Even if he's just kind of, you know, gearing up for the Masters. I mean, he's plus 3,500, so he's got to win one. He's too good
yeah,
to not win any PGA Tour events. So
for
why
sure.
not this week?
He has a similar game to Connors too. Like an awesome ball striker,
Right,
and it's just if he can get hot around the greens. Like he's
right,
always fucking seems to be down the middle, and it's if he can get hot on the greens, honestly.
yeah,
So I like
yep,
that. And I mean, shoot, we have fucking first time winners how many times this season?
right,
He's
yeah,
fucking due. So no, I like that pick. Maybe maybe we have one here, Ken. It's been brutal. It's been depressing on the Twitter, just posting X's every single week. I
yeah. It's not
am
good for the
almost
psyche.
no, it's not. It's really just negative. I'm in negative thought space on Sunday night.
Yeah,
Um, I'm still plus on my units somehow. I'm just
yeah, yeah. You're good to go. My shit
barely
is
hanging on.
unreal.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah.
But maybe
Hey
that'll
man,
pick
all
up
you need is
some
one. All
traction.
you need is one.
Yeah, when you're picking
And
winners,
then we got
it's true.
Tiger Woods at the Masters next week, and we're right back in it.
Yeah, I want to know his odds to miss the cut next week. That'll be my pick.
Probably
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
probably like minus 250.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get some good golf this weekend. I'm not playing any. Maybe you'll be playing some, but I think we got 2 decent tournaments to keep an eye on. These guys right for the Masters, and then next weekend, man, Masters. You got a golf tour.
there,
We got a big
Masters
episode
golf trip
next
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, dude.
Big episode. So, well, this was a quick one, man. Knock this one out.
Quick hitters.
Yeah, quick hitters before we're gonna have a marathon next week. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yep.
If not next week, definitely the week after. Recapping golf trip and Masters all at the
Right.
same time.
Yep.
So hell yeah, man. Well,
Kick off the official golf season next
yeah,
week.
it's here. It's our Super Bowl. It's here, almost here. But we want to thank everyone for listening. Subscribe to the pod, rate 5 stars, share with your friends. Check us out on our socials at Fairway Pod on Twitter, at Laying the Fairway Pod on Instagram, and check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just search Laying the Fairway Podcast. Thank y'all.
See y'all.